What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of La Liga career mode. This is episode number 11. We're starting today's episode off on the back of the shock defeat to Segunda Division Malaga in the Copa del Rey last 32, where our own player knocked us out. Antonin, on loan from us, scored the winner in extra time as we were dumped out of the cup in the first knockout round we enter. Has that ever happened to you? This is the first time it's ever happened to me, and I'm still in awe by it. Like, on the one hand, I'm really frustrated. On the other, I can't really complain because there's no clause in the game that prevents a player from playing against their permanent club. It's totally legal, nothing wrong with it. But let's just say when he comes back, he's training with the reserves for a while, I'd say. Anyway, for the first game of today's episode here, on the back of the transfer deadline day signing of Pepe Reina, bringing in a veteran goalkeeper to provide some much needed leadership to this young and developing Granada side. We would take on the Champions League winners and La Liga winners this year, Real Madrid, where this guy continues to defy Father Time. 9 minutes into the game away at the Bernabeu, we knew for sure this would probably be back-to-back losses. KARIM, BENZEMA. I mean, how amazing has this guy been? And in the game, he's replicating his real-life form. 22 goals in 23 games. Would you say it's been his best season in his professional career this year? I think you probably would, when you think about the amount of goals he scored, but also the big moments this year as well for KARIM BENZEMA. The big moments during big games as well. I don't think anyone's going to forget his Panenka penalty away at the Etihad against Manchester City. Just an incredible season. Obviously scored in the Champions League final, though of course it was controversially disallowed. Yeah, he's had an unbelievable season this year, and I love to see it too, because I think nowadays in modern football, a lot of people can see like an age, you know, a 30 or a 31, and think, oh, that player's in the final stage of his career. And I think one of the reasons why is because it's becoming such a young man's game now, which is fantastic. You know, I love the fact that so many youngsters are getting much more chances than they used to at earlier ages compared to previous years. But I think it's great when you see an old player start to really develop and get even better as the years go by. You think about Robert Lewandowski and what he's done over the past few years, now going to be regarded as one of the all-time great Bundesliga strikers ever. What KARIM BENZEMA's done in the post-Cristiano Ronaldo era with Real Madrid as well. I think it's been great to see, you know, those aging players show, look, it's a young man's game now, and of course everyone wants to build for the future. That's the right thing to do business-wise, but it's still kind of cool to see, isn't it? And it means that, you know, as I'm turning 30 this year, it does mean there's still hope for me, yeah, I guess. Anyway, heading into this game as we were 2-0 down right before the break, I wasn't creating that many chances, but I wasn't playing that badly either, and right before half-time, I had one late chance, and I decided to take aim with Jan Brighter from 25 yards. And it's one of the goals of the series in Season 1. Unbelievable strike by our Cameroonian anchorman. Did not expect that, but Courtois, as amazing as he was in the Champions League final, and the deserved man of the match as well, he was getting nowhere near that. Unbelievable strike by our anchorman there. 2-1, back in the game, but unfortunately, whilst I didn't play too badly in this game, Real's high-powered offense shone through in the end. Marco Asensio bagged their third of around 20 minutes to go. That was the dagger, that killed us off, and that was how the game would finish. Final score, Real 3, Granada 1. Back-to-back losses against Real this year. If you look at stats here as well, I didn't play that badly. I didn't think I was that bad away at the Bernabeu, but I think the quality in the end shone through from Real Madrid, and of course their man up top who bagged the brace as well. KARIM BENZEMA with 2 in the game as Real get another win and keep themselves in the title race. And I think at the moment, that's kind of how the season has felt for me, really. Like, in the biggest of games, I've stood up to the big teams pretty well, or so I'd think. Okay, let's not talk about the game against Barca where I got thrashed. What was it, 5-1 in the end? But, you know, for the most part, I've done alright against the big teams. You know, we've had a scalp against Valencia as well, but I think the quality at the moment is shining through. I just don't have the same ability as those big boys do. I don't have the same world-class talent as they do yet, at least, but we're getting there. It's a long-term project, and the most important thing is we be brave in the first season. We certainly have. Having said that, it doesn't mask the fact it's back-to-back defeats, knocked out of the cup by a Segunda Division side, and a big loss there away at the Bernabeu. Heading into the following game, Real Sociedad away. Massive clash here to try and prevent 3 straight losses in all competitions. Half an hour in, after Darwin blazed one over the bar for a 3-point conversion, the former Man City wizard David Silva, Merlin, fires in the opener for his third of the season. A veteran Spaniard, he's still got it, gives Sociedad the lead, and we trail away from home. And I was thinking, okay, alright, now what are we going to be made of? Against Sociedad in a reverse fixture, we heartbreakingly lost it in the final few stages. Adnan Januzaj turned the game on its head there when we were leading by a goal in the first half. And then, of course, the Belgian turned it around and Sorloth scored the winner. I was in attack mode for the majority of the game, but so was Sociedad. It was a really open game this one, you know, both teams getting loads of chances. One of those games of FIFA where you think, is there even a point in having midfield? Because it's just attack versus defence, basically. And 4 minutes after the restart, get in, he's done it again. Maybe not as important as his first goal in pro football, but Antonio gets his second of the season. He's now 17 years old, and he's just scored his second of the season. Cut back to him, great finish under pressure, top corner, no chance for Alex Ramiro, and it's the kid, the teenage wonder kid, who bags our first of the game, his second of the season, and a leveler as well. Sociedad 1, Granada 1. I felt we deserved the equaliser, and we had it as well. With 25 minutes to go, trying to defend this corner here. I just cannot defend corners in this game, and balls that are worked into the middle from the sides of the pitch and the flanks. I can't stop it. Christian Porto wrapped off. To be fair, it was a really good team goal from Sociedad. Great intricate build-up inside my area, but you got to ask the question, how many goals has it been now? Like, how many goals have we conceded from corners this year? Primarily short corners, but also 1 or 2 from floated balls into the box. I can't stop them. Sociedad back in front, Christian Porto with a goal, and then with 5 minutes to go. Sometimes you just don't get the luck, do you? Yeah, David Silva bags his brace. It was a brilliant piece of dribbling from Mikel Oyarzabal, to be fair. Totally did me in. He deserved an assist, to be fair, for the brilliant skill moves, but the shot by Silva blocked on the line. What happened straight afterwards? Comes straight back to him. Turns in a rebound. 3-1. Sociedad get the win, and it is 3 straight losses for Granada CF. So you look at the stats here, I'm not going to try and deny it. Sociedad were the better team. I did have a couple of good chances. I got a deserved goal as well, but no doubt about it, Sociedad deserved the win. But it does mean now 14 games to go, and it's getting nervy. Yep, slipping down the table or into 14th place. We've still got a 7-point gap on Deportivo Alaves, but as we know, Villarreal, who have just climbed out of the drop zone, they've had a shocking season. At some point, they're going to get going. At some point, surely, they're going to get going under Unai Emery and finish safely in mid-table and not be in a relegation scrap towards the end of the season. So we're probably going to finish lower them as well. So at the moment, I'm looking very nervously over my shoulder. We're slipping, we're sliding, and our safety is now in doubt once again. So for our third and final game, Villarreal, Unai Emery's side, are heading into the match on the back of 3 straight losses, taking on Villarreal, a side that have horrendously underperformed this season, just above the drop zone. We lost to them on match day 1. This needed to be a return to winning ways, or if nothing else, a stop the rot type of game where we at least get a point. I started off in attack mode. I got a couple of great chances, but what a couple of brilliant saves those were there, especially that one to deny our first goalkeeper assist of the season. Darwin denied. It's still 0-0. And 90 minutes in, Villarreal had their first chance to game. Paco Alcacer finds Danny Parejo. Sugawara had 2 chances to clear, couldn't do so, and as Gerard Moreno plays a 1-2 of Lo Celso. Well, I think I might start Pepe Reina in the following game. Back-to-back games where Maximiano has conceded 3. Probably not a fault for any of the goals he conceded in the last 2 games, but certainly was at fault for that one. Gerard Moreno finds the back of the net, and it was so funny because on match day 1 he conceded a gaff against Villarreal. He's done the same again. He just don't like playing Unai Emery's side. Yeah, Maximiano was a gaff, should have saved that comfortably. Trickles round him. Our Portuguese number 1 at fault for that one, and Villarreal have the lead. It was so frustrating too because once again I was in attack mode, I was playing well. Antonio hit the crossbar, so close to his second goal in 2, and I was getting chances, I just couldn't take them. And 45 minutes in, after Lo Celso turned his man with a ball roll, that made it 2-0. And right before the break, you could hear the whistles as we walked down the tunnel. 2-0 down to Villarreal, knocked out by our rivals, a Segunda Division side in the Cup, on the cusp of 3 straight losses in the league as well, and 4 overall. In the second half, I simply had to find a leveller, and there's no doubt about it, I had chances, and with 25 minutes to go, we would get back in the game. 1 of 2 got scored by that man once again. A few games have had a goal for our number 9, but his goal drought was going to last that long. Luis Javier Suarez back on the score sheet, puts us back in the game. We finally break that Villarreal defence down and get ourselves a goal. It's 2-1, but my problem all season long has been very obvious. I can score goals, I can create chances, I can put the ball in the back of the net, but I simply can't defend. And it's not just this season with Granada, it's all throughout FIFA 22. Everyone knows it. I can't defend. I had a whole series where the emphasis was on being a better defender, and I still couldn't do it. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be the trend all the way through till the new FIFA comes out, but I will be honest here as well. I felt so unlucky in this game. We once again hit the woodwork with 6 minutes to go, and then Suarez was denied from close range. A goalkeeping masterclass. It was almost like I was coming up against Courtois in the Champions League final. In this one, we were still down by 2. The game was done, and you know, Spencer Owen, he used to say this phrase quite a lot: misery compiler. There it is, stoppage time. Xavi Simons off the bench makes it 4-1, and Villarreal, just like on match day 1, win the game by 3 clear goals. 4-1 the final score. We've conceded 10 goals in our last 3. We've lost 3 on the bounce in the league and 4 in total in all competitions. We're out of the cup. We're sliding down the table. These stats made me want to throw my controller out the window, but I couldn't because I've only got 1. So yeah, very frustrating indeed. Another loss for Granada, and there's no doubt about it. After one of our worst runs of the season, our slide down the table makes us look very nervously over our shoulders. 13 games to go in the season, worst defensive record, our goal difference taking a hammering as well, and the gap now is just 5 on the bottom 3. No doubt about it, our safety is in major doubt. But that will end today's episode of La Liga KARIM, guys. Big thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you had, then please drop a like. Most love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of La Liga KARIM mode very soon.